What's up, everyone? Welcome back. This is part 2 of the rating and ranking my friends' favorite albums video. It's the video right before this one. I said that I'd do a part 2 ranking each album separately, and here we are. I got all the albums separate here, so these are all separate photos this time. And there's 29 of them because Dirt was a repeat. So I'm gonna go ahead and start ranking. I'm gonna do them at random. First off, I'm taking T-Pab and I'm putting it in the S tier. It's a perfect album, and if you don't hear it enough, it's just one of the best albums ever made. I'll go with Blink 182 after this. Enema of the State. I'm gonna say this is a C tier album, just because I don't really like Blink like that. I enjoy the music, but as I said all throughout the video, I'm just not a fan of the voice. I just can't get over it, so for that it's C tier. And for this one as well, I'll just put them right next to each other. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. I don't want to do, certain people's albums all at once. I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm gonna take this album right here and put it straight in the F tier because it is that bad. It's probably the worst album out of all of these. I'm sorry, man. Now my eyes went to Sir's album, and I'm gonna have to put this one in the A tier. Great album by Sir, nice chill album. You should check it out if you don't know it. Now I went to Rodeo by Travis Scott. Man, this is a good album. I'm really trying to think of how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna put it in A tier as well. It's really good, but I'm just not the biggest Travis Scott fan in the world, so I think it's A. I'm debating so hard because I'm debating on putting it up at S, but I just don't know how I want that S tier to look yet, so it might be bumped up. We'll see. Next, man, I'm gonna put 1X in the S tier. This is a staple of my childhood. As I said, it's just such a cool album. I used to be riding in my dad's truck, and he had the CD of this, and I would just stare at the cover for the entire time I was playing and just encapsulate myself into the music and look at they had little things in the CDs, like with a track list or photos or whatever it was, and I just look at the band and really get the feel of the album. It just holds a place in my heart, even though it's kind of a emo, kind of corny album probably to other people who listen to it now, but it just means a lot to me. Coming off of that, another one that means a lot to me is Faces by Mac Miller. So I'm gonna put that in S tier as well. I'd covered that pretty well in the other video, I'd say. It helped me through a transitional period of my life, so easily S tier. It's such a good album. It's top 3 Mac Miller, and it's not 3. It's 2 though. I have Swimming over it. That's kind of a hot take, I think, but I just like Swimming that much more. Views by Drake is where I'm going next, and I'm gonna put this, I think, in A tier. No, actually, I'm putting it in B tier. So in 2023, I went through Drake's discography, listened to all his albums within a week span, and Views is the one that stood out to me the most. But looking back on it, after I re-listened, I think that's just what my music taste was more in 2023, 3 years ago. So I liked it that much more, but today, before I said it was my favorite Drake album ever, but today that might be changed. I don't really know. I'd have to revisit his albums again. Kind of went through them quickly, but I'd put this in B tier. I'm gonna go with Kenny Mason's album next. I gotta think about where I'm gonna put this, but in the meantime, I am wearing a Kenny Mason hoodie. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I rep Kenny Mason. I love this man. Pause. He's just so good. And this album, honestly, it's not his best. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I think it's a really good album, and it's a good place to start if you're new to Kenny Mason, but it's just not my favorite of his. I like his album 6 more. Yeah, his album 6 is when I really got into him. That was 2023 as well. And yeah, it's gonna be B tier. It's not quite A tier. I don't know. I'm between A and B tier on this one. Let's take it back to Max's list. I'll go with Brennan Jones' album. I think I'm gonna put this in D tier. The beats are good. I do not like this guy at all. I don't like his voice. I don't like what he says on his songs. Max told me it's a, kind of a, it's more funny than anything. He's not too serious. Yeah, I mean, I don't know him as an artist, so yeah, maybe he's just playing, but this album's D tier level. Radiohead The Bends. I'm gonna put this A tier. I think this is a great album. It's not my favorite, to be honest, but I just know what it holds to other people, and I don't really have that much to say about it. I just think A tier is fair for it. Again, I'd kind of be between. I'm kind of in between A and B for it. I'm not gonna lie. I might switch stuff around later though. Let's go to the end of the list here. Puddle of Mud. Where do I want to put this album? I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's a really good album. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect this album to be as good as it was, but Puddle of Mud, they're really good at keeping the same sort of sound throughout their albums, from what I've seen, at least in this album. So every song is pretty equivalent, and the 5 songs that I added off of it previously are really good. So B tier I think is fair. Then with the rock, I'm gonna go Alice in Chains, Dirt, and where I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna have to put it in A tier, not S. I know I suggested this one. I put it on a list of albums you need to hear at least once, and it's a really good album, but it's just not my favorite. So because of that, we're talking my favorites now. I'm not putting it in S tier, but it still is a really good album that is iconic and you need to hear. Okay, I'm gonna take it back to Max's list. I'm gonna go with Smashing Pumpkins, the Melancholy album. I'm not gonna lie to you, I think I'm gonna put this in B tier, only because of how big it is. I think you can agree with me on this. I mean, there's 28 songs on here, and me being someone who doesn't listen to Smashing Pumpkins like on a regular basis, it was a lot to get through, especially since I didn't love the singer's voice. So I think there's a decent amount of filler on here, and I really tried to, not get bored with it. But that being said, I mean, it's a great album. Like, I really liked the songs that I added off of here. They're really good songs. I just think it's just too big. That, long story short, it seems bloated, and it's a little too big for me. And I think B tier is still a good tier. The way that I look at these tier ranking videos, S tier, it means favorite, like my favorite. Like, I have it above everything else. It's a tier of its own. And then A and B is like first and second. Other people look at it differently. They look at S as first, so what I'm saying is putting an album in B tier is not saying it's a bad album. I mean, it's a B level. There's A and there's B. S is just something on its own. It's just preference based. I don't know if that'll make sense to anyone else, but that's how it works in my mind. I'll go back to Amax's list, and I'll go with Glock 9's album. I'll put this one in D tier. From what I remember about it, I only added 2 songs, suggested 2 songs. I actually didn't add them, but I really liked them, and the other songs were pretty similar to it, so I think D tier is fair for it. Now I'm gonna go over to Josh's, and I'm gonna pick Save Me here. This album I did not like, and I'll probably throw it in D tier. I'm debating on putting it in F tier, but it is Future. I do like him more than someone like Soldier Kid, who I'm not familiar with. So D tier. Sorry, Josh. Once again, man, how did you not pick any other Future album? I don't get it. It's alright though. I'll kick it back to Insomniac here. This is also D tier. I'm sorry, man. I think this was your number 1, but it's not my type. This was the first one that I listened to, so maybe I'm rating it too harsh. But yeah, I don't know, man. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I do like Brain Stew off of it. I mean, it's a given. I mean, that's kind of like basic, but it's a great song. I know you told me that, you think it's overrated. Probably is, but you know, I don't listen to Green Day like that, so unfortunately it's D tier. I'm gonna run it back to the end here. I'll go Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. Hybrid Theory is S tier, bro. It just is. Another one very similar to 1X. It's a staple of my childhood, and I mean, someone out there has to understand nostalgia holds such a big factor, you know. That's pulling on your heartstrings, you know. So this album, rest in peace Chester Bennington, best Linkin Park performance as a whole album. It's got to be S tier. All right, I'm gonna bring it back down low. I'll go Dedication by Chief Keef. I'm gonna put this D tier. I had this at the top of A Max's list, and I just think it's D tier album. It's not horrible, but it's not great. Cardi self-titled, I'm gonna put it C tier. I know I'll probably get hate for that. If I made this a short, I'd be getting flames right now. But Cardi, I mean, if you know me, I'm not a Cardi fan. This is a good album. I mean, I'm between B and C for it, I will say. But just looking at the albums in B, I just don't think it's as good as those. So it's gonna be C for me. I mean, there's good songs off of it, but other than the 5 I suggested, everything else is just like, these are skips to me. So C tier. For Your Eyes Only, A tier. This is a great album. People don't think it's as good as it is, but if you re-listen, I think you'll change your mind. You'll be like, damn, this is better than I remember. That's what I thought when I re-listened to it again. I kind of took a break from listening to J. Cole because, you know, throughout middle school and high school, he was like one of the people I listened to the most. I mean, me and Max have talked about this. He got a little old, but he still has a couple classic albums, and this is one of them, and it's an A tier album. It's not one of my favorites ever, so it's not S tier, but it's an A tier album for sure. Next, I'll move on to Travis with Utopia. And this is a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. Utopia, I'm gonna put it in A tier, I think. I was thinking about B tier, and I might bump it down, but there's not very many misses on this album. Like, it has a certain type of feel about it. It was a really good comeback album of his, and it's one of the best of the 2020s, so I have to keep it A tier, I think. Staying with Travis, I'm gonna go with Birds. Damn, dude, this is so tough. Hold on. I don't think I'm gonna put it S tier. I was thinking about putting it S tier, but I'm just gonna keep it A. I mean, this Rodeo Utopia, he's just another version of Kanye in the way of he doesn't really miss on his albums. Like, he knows how to put together a good album. So, I mean, more than a good album, a great album, which is why I say all A tier. Okay, I was going in a random order, but I kept one of everyone's lists here. These don't mean anything special. I just wanted to leave it at one of each. So I'm gonna go in order for these now. Stone Temple Pilots album. This one is kind of tough for me because the songs blended together a little bit. I don't think I gave it a fair listen though, I will say. And what I'm thinking is either B tier or C tier. Give me a moment to think and reminisce on the songs. Okay, I'm going C tier. Ultimately, it's a good album. All right, and I think I only listened once. All right, and I've always said the first listen is the worst listen. If I listen to this again, I'm sure I'd bump it up. I'd be like, yeah, this is good. But off of that first listen, I wasn't super impressed. And this was also my first time actually listening to Stone Temple Pilots, so C tier goes. Let's Start Here by Lil Yachty. This is an interesting one, man. It's a really good album for what it is. There's not really any misses on it. I'm gonna go A tier. I mean, it's not one of my favorites or anything. It was of the year that it came out, sure, but I don't think I can put it S tier. Currents by Tame Impala. These, man, I'm really hovering in between for a bunch of these. This is a great album. It's not like my favorite thing in the world, but I mean, there's some damn good songs on it, and like I said in the last video, I don't think it'll ever be recreated. It's iconic in itself. Ultimately though, I think I'm gonna put it A tier. I don't think I can bump it up to S quite yet. It's gonna sit in A tier. These are some great albums. Folio, Folio. D tier. I'm sorry to do it to you, but D tier. I'll tell you what is my type though. 3 Days Grace, self-titled. This debut album of theirs. I'm not gonna lie. I know I put 1X and Linkin Park in S tier, but I'm also gonna put this in S tier. It's just so. It is so similar to 1X, and I just feel like they always have to be. You know what? They always have to be right next to each other. They came one after the other, so I just have to. I have to keep it like this, man. It's again, it holds a special place in my heart. Looking at my list here, I'm gonna see if I need to move anything around. For my OCD ass, I'm gonna change like the order of some of them. Like I think right now I'm gonna just go through, figure out if I need to move anything. Like for example, I want to put all the Travis Scott albums right next to each other. That just makes sense to me. I probably should have just gone in that order, you know, but I didn't. Move. Let's start here, over here. Damn, man. I don't love this one. I'm gonna move Radiohead down one. And you guys are probably like, that's crazy. Max 1, but 2 of his albums are in B. It's just, I mean, these are the 2 albums that are rock of his list, and they're not my type of rock. This is my type of rock right here. So that's why these are 2 below. Looking at everything, I don't think anything else is gonna move up to S tier. I think I'll keep it at these 5. I don't think anything can be bumped up to A tier. I mean, they're close. These are all very close. Honestly, I should just do one big A tier list and make all these A tier. C tier, I feel bad, but it's just where they sit. D tier, not impressed. I will say I'll move this Green Day one up to C tier. I'll get this one, this Cardi album, same tier, but out of the way. Yeah, okay. I think this is the list. This is the final order. It didn't move anything else. This is where I'm gonna keep it. Okay, that's the final list. I think this went pretty smoothly. I didn't really add too much than what I said in the last video, but this is just to give you guys my order here. I want to thank you guys again for giving me your list and participating in the video and giving me great feedback. Thank you guys so much. Seems like you guys really loved the last video, so I'm gonna do more of these, honestly. More of these rating and ranking things. It's an original idea, you know. I've never seen anyone else do it. I just sparked it up one day, and I need ideas for different types of them to do. Like I was thinking, you know, what if I went with an artist that have a bunch of albums? Like let's say Drake, for example. What if I picked 5 of my friends and I'm like, okay, give me your top 3 Drake albums in order, you know, something like that. And then everyone has a different pick. I'll give my order just once, you know, something like that. Like I'm trying to come up with ideas. I might do artists, I might do albums. Maybe I can pick a certain album and then we'll rank the songs off of it. I'll figure it out. We can discuss. If you have any ideas though, put it in the comments. I'm open for ideas, and I'm open for random people to join in too. It doesn't just have to be my friends, you know. I might even come up with some of my own. I might not go away from my friends, you know. We'll see. But that last video, it's only been 2 days and I saw it has 110 views. I haven't even made a short out of it yet, and it's gotten over 100 views, which is the best on my channel. I have a small channel with like 40 subscribers, so it's pretty cool to see. I'm not gonna lie. The only way I advertised it in any way was I put like 2 hashtags on it. Maybe that's what put it on some people's feeds, but I don't know. I think it's pretty cool to see, and I'm really liking this YouTube shit, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna just do me, give my opinions, and all I can ask you guys to do is like the video if you like it. I mean, it's just a push of a button. And if you want to take it a step further, leave a comment. It's some engagement, you know what I mean? While also talking to me. I love talking to people about music. And if you want to take it even a step further than that, you can subscribe. There you go. Bing, bang, boom. another push of a button. But I'm not gonna be like that. You do you. I don't really care. But yes, thank you again. Love you guys. This has been fun. It's been great. I think that's all I got though. Peace.